Arkansas, a state in the United States. It is the 29th largest state by area and the smallest state west of the Mississippi River, except for Louisiana and Hawaii. The state's name comes from early French explorers' term for the Quapaw people, a local indigenous group. Little Rock is the state capital. Arkansas is a constituent state of the United States. It is situated in the south-central region of the country. Arkansas is bordered by Missouri to the north, Tennessee and Mississippi to the east, Louisiana to the south, Texas to the southwest and Oklahoma to the west. The state's capital, Little Rock, is located in the central part of the state. Arkansas ranks 29th among the 50 states in total area. The capital of Arkansas is Little Rock. Situated on the Arkansas River in the Ouachita Mountains foothills, it serves as the seat of Pulaski County. French explorer Bernard de la Harpe named two rock formations there in 1722, La Petite Roche and La Grande Roche. Little Rock was established as the territorial capital in 1821, replacing Arkansas Post. The city played a significant role during the Civil War and later became a transportation hub with the expansion of the railways. Arkansas became a state on June 15, 1836. By this time, the U.S. Congress had withdrawn all land titles from local indigenous peoples, including the Quapaw, Osage, Caddo, Cherokee, and Choctaw, forcing them westward into the Indian Territory, which would become the state of Oklahoma. Many white settlers brought slaves, leading Arkansas to develop an agricultural economy heavily dependent on slavery. Arkansas was the 9th state to secede from the Union in May 1861, after the Confederate capture of Fort Sumter, but was readmitted in 1868. Arkansas, nicknamed the Natural State, has its capital and largest city in Little Rock. It is home to about 3 million people and covers roughly 53,179 square miles, making it the 26th largest state in the United States. Located in the southern region of the country, Arkansas is bordered by Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma. Its landscapes are incredibly diverse, ranging from the Ozarks and Ouachita Mountains to expansive rivers like the Arkansas and Mississippi, dense forests, and fertile plains. The state is rich in natural resources, including bauxite, natural gas, and timber. Arkansas became the 25th state in 1836 and has a history deeply connected to Native American cultures, especially the Quapaw and Caddo tribes. It also played a significant role during the Civil War as a Confederate state. Today, its economy thrives on agriculture, producing rice, poultry, and soybeans, while manufacturing and service industries are also important. Arkansas is home to the headquarters of Walmart in Bentonville, the world's largest retailer, and tourism is fueled by its rivers, lakes, and mountains. Culturally, Arkansas is known for its outdoor recreation opportunities such as hiking, fishing, hunting, and camping. Music traditions in the state include blues, folk, and country. The cuisine reflects southern flavors, with dishes like fried catfish and barbecue being especially popular. Among its notable attractions are Hot Springs National Park, one of the oldest national parks in the U.S., and Crater of Diamonds State Park, the only public diamond mine in the country where visitors can keep the gems they find. Arkansas is also famous as the birthplace of President Bill Clinton in Hope. The state bird is the northern mockingbird, and the state flower is the apple blossom. Imagine a place where rolling mountains meet winding rivers and forests stretch as far as the eye can see. This is Arkansas, the natural state. Its capital and largest city, Little Rock, hums with life, but beyond the city streets, the landscape opens into the Ozarks and Ouachita Mountains, sparkling lakes, and fertile plains that have fed generations of farmers. Arkansas sits in the heart of the South, sharing borders with Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma, giving it a mix of cultures, cuisines, and histories. The land carries the stories of its earliest inhabitants, like the Quapaw and Caddo tribes, and later, of settlers who made it the 25th state in 1836. Civil War echoes linger in historic towns, but today Arkansas thrives with modern energy. Fields of rice, soybeans, and poultry stretch across the countryside, while manufacturing and services flourish in towns and cities. Bentonville has become famous as the home of Walmart, drawing people from around the world. Yet nature is never far away, from the soothing hot springs of Hot Springs National Park to the excitement of hunting for diamonds at Crater of Diamonds State Park, where lucky visitors can keep their sparkling finds. Life in Arkansas pulses with music and flavor. Blues, folk, and country music drift from honky-tonks and festivals, while the smells of fried catfish, barbecue, and sweet southern desserts fill kitchens across the state. The skies above are graced by northern mockingbirds, and in spring, apple blossoms color the orchards with delicate pink and white. Even history itself walks here in the form of Bill Clinton, who was born in the small town of Hope, carrying the spirit of Arkansas into the White House. Arkansas is a place where nature, history, and culture intertwine, inviting anyone who visits to pause, explore, and maybe even find a diamond along the way. Arkansas, often called the natural state, is a U.S. state celebrated for its scenic beauty, deep history, and cultural richness. Known for its mountains, rivers, fertile plains, and historic towns, Arkansas offers a remarkable blend of rural landscapes, growing urban centers, and time-honored traditions. From the Ozark Mountains in the north to the Mississippi Delta in the east, the state encompasses a wide array of environments and lifestyles, reflecting centuries of human habitation, economic evolution, and cultural innovation. Arkansas is located in the southern region of the United States, at a geographic crossroads of the South, the Midwest, and the lower Mississippi Valley. It is bordered by Missouri to the north, Tennessee and Mississippi to the east across the Mississippi River, Louisiana to the south, Texas to the southwest, and Oklahoma to the west. This central location historically made Arkansas a hub for trade, migration, and settlement, while its natural resources fostered agriculture, industry, and recreation. The geography of Arkansas is diverse and dramatic. The northern portion of the state is dominated by the Ozark Mountains, which feature rolling hills, limestone bluffs, and numerous caves and springs. This karst topography creates natural wonders, including extensive cave systems and crystal-clear rivers. The Ozarks are also a cultural heartland, preserving folk traditions, music, and crafts that have been passed down for generations. South of the Ozarks lies the Arkansas River Valley, a fertile and agriculturally rich corridor that connects major cities such as Fort Smith and Little Rock. This river valley also serves as an economic lifeline, supporting agriculture, industry, and transportation. To the west, the Ouachita Mountains rise as a rugged, forested plateau, home to scenic vistas, hiking trails, and natural hot springs. The southern and eastern portions of the state form part of the Gulf Coastal Plain, with flat to gently rolling terrain, wetlands, bayous, and the fertile Mississippi alluvial plain. The Mississippi Delta, often referred to simply as the Delta, stretches across eastern Arkansas with its rich alluvial soils, ideal for cotton, rice, and soybean farming. The Delta also has a unique cultural significance, as it has nurtured the blues, gospel, and other musical traditions while retaining strong Southern customs and storytelling. Arkansas's waterways are central to its identity. The Mississippi River forms the state's eastern boundary, while the Arkansas River cuts diagonally across the state, historically serving as a key navigation and trade route. Other rivers, such as the White River and the Red River, provide irrigation, recreational opportunities, and wildlife habitats. Lakes, reservoirs, and smaller streams contribute to the state's thriving fishing, boating, and outdoor recreation industries. Arkansas experiences a humid subtropical climate, characterized by hot, humid summers and mild to cool winters, with occasional snowfall in the northern Ozark region. Thunderstorms are common in the warmer months, and tornadoes occasionally strike during spring and fall, especially in the river valleys and eastern sections of the state. The history of Arkansas is as varied as its landscape. Indigenous peoples inhabited the region for thousands of years before European arrival. The Caddo occupied the southwestern portion, the Osage resided in the northwest, and the Quapaw lived along the Mississippi River. These groups developed complex societies, engaged in regional trade, and left a legacy visible in archaeological sites, pottery, and oral traditions. European exploration began in the 16th and 17th centuries, with Spanish and French explorers mapping the territory. The state's name originates from a French interpretation of a Sioux term for the Quapaw people. Initially part of the Louisiana Territory, Arkansas changed hands between France and Spain before the United States acquired it in the Louisiana Purchase of 1803. In 1819, the U.S. Congress created the Arkansas Territory, attracting settlers primarily from the Upper South. These settlers introduced cotton farming, relied on enslaved labor, and established a plantation economy that would define much of the region's social and economic structure. Arkansas became the 25th state on June 15, 1836. The state's history during the Civil War was turbulent, as it seceded from the Union in 1861 and joined the Confederacy. Battles were fought on Arkansas soil, towns were occupied by Union forces, and the war left lasting scars on the landscape and population. The Reconstruction period brought political upheaval, social tension, and efforts to rebuild the economy while integrating formerly enslaved populations into civic life. During the early 20th century, Arkansas diversified its economy beyond agriculture. Railroads facilitated trade and settlement, timber and coal industries expanded, and mechanization changed the nature of farming, prompting migration from rural areas to towns and cities. The mid-20th century brought Arkansas into the national spotlight when Governor Orville Faubus opposed the desegregation of Little Rock Central High School in 1957, challenging the federal government and making the state a focal point of the civil rights movement. Since then, Arkansas has grown into a blend of traditional and modern economic sectors, combining agriculture, manufacturing, education, healthcare, and tourism. Arkansas's population is diverse, shaped by indigenous heritage, European settlers, African Americans, and more recent immigrants, including Hispanic and Latino communities. The state maintains a distinctive cultural identity rooted in Southern traditions, hospitality, and community. English is the primary language, but Spanish is increasingly spoken in urban centers, reflecting demographic change. Christianity, particularly Protestant denominations, plays a major role in shaping social norms, festivals, and community life. Folk arts, quilting, woodworking, and traditional music such as blues, gospel, and country remain vital, celebrated through local fairs, festivals, and museums. Community gatherings, rodeos, and historical commemorations preserve Arkansas's heritage while fostering social cohesion. Culinary traditions in Arkansas reflect Southern comfort food with regional variation. Fried catfish, commonly served with hush puppies and coleslaw, is a Delta favorite. Barbecue varies by region, with eastern Arkansas influenced by Memphis-style slow-cooked meats and central and western Arkansas favoring sweeter sauces and brisket. Biscuits and gravy, fried chicken, and locally sourced seafood also define Arkansas cuisine. Cornbread, collard greens, black-eyed peas, and mashed vegetables are common side dishes, while pecan pie, lane cake, and other desserts highlight the Southern preference for rich, sweet flavors. Fried pickles, tamales, and festival foods showcase Arkansas's culinary diversity, blending local and regional influences. Food festivals, state fairs, and seasonal celebrations underscore the importance of food in the state's social and cultural life. The cities of Arkansas combine historical significance, cultural vibrancy, and economic activity. Little Rock, the capital and largest city, serves as the political, cultural, and commercial center of the state. It is home to historic landmarks such as Little Rock Central High School, the Clinton Presidential Center, and a variety of theaters, museums, and parks. Fort Smith, located on the western border, retains its frontier heritage with historic districts and museums. Fayetteville, part of Northwest Arkansas, has become a dynamic cultural hub anchored by the University of Arkansas, with thriving arts, music, and food scenes. Bentonville has gained international recognition as the headquarters of a major global retailer and through the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, which draws visitors from across the country. Other cities, including Springdale, Rogers, Jonesboro, Hot Springs, Conway, Camden, and Pine Bluff, each contribute unique history, culture, and economic activity, creating a mosaic of Arkansas communities that blend rural charm with urban growth. Arkansas's economy remains rooted in agriculture, manufacturing, and commerce. It is a leading producer of rice, soybeans, poultry, and livestock, while timber, coal, and natural resource extraction have historically contributed to economic development. Manufacturing includes food processing, paper products, automotive parts, and aerospace components. The presence of major corporate headquarters in Northwest Arkansas contributes to employment and innovation, alongside hospitals, universities, and research institutions. Tourism thrives on the state's natural beauty, historic sites, and cultural festivals. Transportation infrastructure, including interstates, highways, railroads, and regional airports, supports trade, travel, and economic growth. Education is central to Arkansas's development, with public schools serving urban and rural communities. Higher education institutions such as the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, and the University of Central Arkansas in Conway provide research, cultural enrichment, and workforce training. These universities collaborate with businesses and government agencies to advance agricultural science, health research, technology, and engineering, helping to position Arkansas for economic growth and innovation. Culture in Arkansas is vibrant and multifaceted. The state has a strong musical heritage, with blues, folk, and bluegrass traditions thriving alongside contemporary genres. Museums and galleries highlight American art, indigenous heritage, and regional history. Annual festivals celebrate food, music, crafts, and community pride. Sports play a central role in Arkansas life, particularly collegiate athletics. The University of Arkansas Razorbacks compete in the Southeastern Conference and have a devoted following across football, basketball, track and field, and other sports. High school athletics serve as community focal points, particularly in small towns, while minor league and semi-professional teams, along with recreational outdoor sports like fishing, hunting, hiking, and kayaking, provide additional avenues for engagement. Arkansas's government follows the traditional American state structure, with a governor, bicameral legislature, and state judiciary. Policy priorities often focus on balancing urban and rural needs, economic development, healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Conservation and environmental stewardship are central to the state's identity, with Hot Springs National Park, Buffalo National River, and numerous state parks and wildlife management areas preserving natural habitats and supporting outdoor recreation. Initiatives also focus on water quality, forest preservation, wildlife management, and sustainable tourism. Like many states, Arkansas faces challenges and opportunities. Economic disparities between urban centers in northwest Arkansas and rural Delta communities are ongoing concerns. Expanding educational resources and workforce development programs is essential for long-term growth. Improving access to healthcare, particularly in rural areas, remains a priority, with telemedicine increasingly bridging gaps. Investments in infrastructure, including broadband internet, transportation networks, and energy systems, aim to support economic activity and quality of life. Arkansas is full of unique features and fun facts. Crater of Diamonds State Park allows visitors to search for real diamonds, making it the only public diamond-bearing site in the world. Arkansas was the first state to establish a national park before the creation of the National Park Service. The state gemstone is the diamond, while the Razorbacks, named after wild hogs, enjoy one of the most enthusiastic and loyal college sports fan bases in the United States. In summary, Arkansas is a state of natural beauty, rich history, and cultural vibrancy. Its landscapes range from the Ozarks and Ouachita Mountains to fertile river valleys and flat delta lands. Its people maintain traditions of hospitality, community, music, and cuisine while embracing modern economic growth and innovation. Arkansas blends rural charm with urban development, historical legacy with contemporary culture, and natural splendor with recreational opportunity, embodying a uniquely American spirit marked by resilience, creativity, and warmth. Arkansas, a landlocked state in the west-south central region of the southern United States. It borders Missouri to the north, Tennessee and Mississippi to the east, Louisiana to the south, Texas to the southwest, and Oklahoma to the west. Its name derives from the Osage language, and refers to their relatives, the Quapaw people. The state's diverse geography ranges from the mountainous regions of the Ozarks and Ouachita Mountains, which make up the U.S. interior highlands, to the densely forested land in the south known as the Arkansas timberlands, to the eastern lowlands along the Mississippi River and the Arkansas Delta. Previously part of French Louisiana and the Louisiana Purchase, the territory of Arkansas was admitted to the Union as the 25th state on June 15, 1836. Much of the Delta had been developed for cotton plantations, and landowners there largely depended on enslaved African Americans' labor. In 1861, Arkansas seceded from the United States and joined the Confederate States of America during the American Civil War. On returning to the Union in 1868, Arkansas continued to suffer economically, due to its over-reliance on the large-scale plantation economy. Cotton remained the leading commodity crop, and the cotton market declined. Because farmers and businessmen did not diversify and there was little industrial investment, the state fell behind in economic opportunity. In the late 19th century, the state instituted various Jim Crow laws to disenfranchise and segregate the African American population. During the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, Arkansas and particularly Little Rock were major battlegrounds for efforts to integrate schools. Following World War II in the 1940s, Arkansas began to diversify its economy and see prosperity. During the 1960s, the state became the base of the Walmart Corporation, the world's largest company by revenue, headquartered in Bentonville. Arkansas is the 29th largest by area and the 33rd most populous state, with a population of just over 3 million at the 2020 census. The capital and most populous city is Little Rock, in the central part of the state, a hub for transportation, business, culture, and government. The northwestern corner of the state, namely the Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers metropolitan area, is a population, education, cultural, and economic center. The Fort Smith metropolitan area is also an economic center and is known for its historic sites related to Western expansion and the persecution of Native Americans. In the 21st century, Arkansas's economy is based on service industries, aircraft, poultry, steel, and tourism, along with important commodity crops of cotton, soybeans, and rice. The state supports a network of public universities and colleges, including two major university systems, Arkansas State University System and University of Arkansas System. Arkansas's culture is observable in museums, theaters, novels, television shows, restaurants, and athletic venues across the state. Thank you for watching this video.